on your end?
Yeah, should be.
Okay, because it's not for me yet.
Okay, that's weird.
It says chat is disabled for this live stream.
Should work now. Alright, there it is. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh.
Sorry about that. I think my internet went out on me for a split second, so it caused the stream to end. I don't know why that was, but we're back. So if you're in Wallace, if you're in McAllister in Kansas, yeah, got tornadoes going on.
Indeed, we do.
What's up, Norfolk? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? So if you're in McAllister, Russell Springs, Winona, these storms are moving north at about 35 miles an hour. So they're not moving very fast. They're not moving very fast, but we are seeing tornadoes on these storms.
We had a cone tornado reported east of Arapahoe, Colorado, just a little bit ago.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There was a cone. Yeah. There's a lot of storm reports on that small area. We are up to 10 tornado reports, Ethan.
Absolutely. When you get that situation with a lot of stretching of a lot of vorticity, those are the two basic ingredients you need for a tornado, and in this case, it's at this particular point being pretty proficient at it.
Yep. So if you're in McAllister, if you're in Winona, in Kansas, please take shelter. Old Wells, if you're in Arapahoe, I can't even say that city right. But Cheyenne Wells, please take shelter. That's where we have the tornado warnings in effect.
Yep. And these do, again, for those in the area, they do remain in effect until 5:30 Mountain Time and 5:45 Mountain Time for the confirmed warnings. The warning off to the east, that is in effect until 5:30 Mountain Time or 6:30 Central.
Yeah. We have a severe thunderstorm warning near Empire City in Oklahoma. That storm is not as organized as it was earlier. Sorry, Jordan. Yeah, the stream went out because my internet decided to go out. So when the internet goes out, the stream goes out. But I am back. Very slow, though. Not a lot going on in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's been really slow to get going.
the only storms that we're seeing tornadoes are the ones actually in Kansas, where we have a pretty intense couplet moving north.
And we got a new tornado warning in Kansas.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm on. That's the one with the tight couplet.
Yep.
Radar indicated rotation. All of a sudden, all these tornado warnings came out of nowhere. Gosh, we have another intense area of rotation to the west of it, Ethan, that's rapidly intensifying.
Yeah, it seems to be. This area is just going nuts right now.
Yeah, this right here is really strong rotation. So we got 4 tornado warnings within this small area. All the way from Russell Springs, McAllister in Kansas, all the way over into far eastern Colorado on the border.
As much activity as we do have... Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just wondering if anybody could hear me in the chat. Chat's really quiet.
Yeah. Probably a little bit of time getting back in.
Yeah.
For all this activity we have in Colorado and Kansas too, that's not to discount the threat in Oklahoma, so people that are downstream of that still need to be on alert because these storms are going to be developing through the evening, and the SPC mesoscale discussion indicates that this has a relative best potential for some supercell tornadoes in the next few hours, so we will be monitoring those as well.
Yeah. No new meso discussion, though. That's great. I'm glad you could hear me. Loud and clear. But yeah, what's up, Tony H? Welcome, welcome. This storm is not producing any hail over here in Oklahoma anymore. It's weakening, oddly enough.
Yeah, by visual reports, that's what we have gotten as well. So that particular storm, I'd expect the warning to be dropped pretty soon.
Fire ant looking DMs. Another tornado warning. Ugh, They're just popping up, Ethan. All of a sudden.
Yeah, this is a lot of vorticity in the area being amplified by low-level instability, which is amplified by cold temperatures aloft. I mean, right over this area, 500 millibar temperatures are like -17, -18, so it is cold aloft, and that's improving the lapse rates, which will amplify the stretching of vorticity.
Oh, yeah.
They did drop the warning in Oklahoma, so that severe thunderstorm warning for Duncan is no longer in effect.
That's great to hear. Great to hear. Still getting some severe thunderstorms going on in Mississippi right now. Nice looking line of storms.
Yeah, that has been a pretty prolific area of storm reports that we've had today, all the way from Mississippi, or not Mississippi, Louisiana even. Uh, Severe weather getting going late or early this morning, actually, going into the late afternoon, has just continued to produce damaging winds across that swath.
Yeah. If you're in Hadesburg, if you're in Rouse Springs, if you're in Pine Grove, in Oklahoma, not Oklahoma, in Mississippi, please take shelter on I-59. That's where we're seeing the strongest storms.
Martin's weather team, I am doing well. Thank you for asking, and thank you for sticking around on the stream. Are you still there, David?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just bored. Severe weather's really slow.
Jay Zor's Weather Center, welcome back. We are glad to have you. We had a little bit of an error in the stream earlier due to the internet connectivity problems, but it is back, and we are glad to see you here.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting thing that we did get, this is in Oklahoma. This was um, an earlier report received approximately, this was about 20 minutes ago, it looks like, near Central High, Oklahoma. As these storms were growing upscale and kind of clustering, we had a report of a landspout with dust swirl under it. So that is another possibility here with some of these storms in Oklahoma. You might get a landspout concern in addition to legitimate mesocyclonic tornadoes.
I can't show this on stream, but Cameron Nixon um did chase that tornado. This appears to be in Colorado. Wow, that is a impressive looking tornado actually. That's quite well defined.
Yeah. It does look like the strongest area of rotation we have right now is north of Sharon Springs in Kansas, and that could very well be a tornado on the ground at this point. Because that is a pretty good area of rotation.
Oh yeah. As you can see, we have strong thunderstorms going on in Kansas.
So, of the current warnings we have in effect, again, for those who might just be joining, tornado warning is still in effect northeastern Cheyenne County in east central Colorado, west central Wallace County in Kansas. We've got another tornado warning for north central Wallace County in Kansas as moving northwest. So, not the traditional northeast moving storm, that is moving northwest with quite possibly an embedded tornado. Another tornado warning for northeastern Wallace and west central Logan counties remains in effect at this point. Yeah, as John542E is saying, might check the velocity north of Sharon Springs in Kansas because that's pretty good right there. is more going to see a tornado warning soon. It's possible that there's a tornado warning later this evening, within the next couple hours, because there is a tornado watch in the area, but to say one particular location getting a tornado warning, we cannot say at this point. But it is possible because you do have some storms off to the southwest that are trying to get organized a little bit, but they are clustered at this point. And we've got a new tornado warning, yes. This is northwestern Wallace and southwestern Sherman counties in Kansas. This is in effect until 6 p.m. Mountain Time, with a really strong area of rotation going on. Looks like to the south of Goodland and to the north of Sheridan Springs. So that's moving off to the northwest at this point. Yes, a storm north of Oklahoma City. That would be right. There's a storm around Kingfisher moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. It's a discrete storm, and although we don't have an immediate tornado concern, it does have a rotating updraft, so we will certainly be needing to keep an eye on that one as well. Uh, as it moves over the warned areas, that's northeastern Kingfisher County, northwestern Logan County, and southeastern Garfield counties in northern Oklahoma. We do have a lot of storm chasers out there today, so readily getting storm reports. That's a good aspect of these kinds of days, because there's a lot of eyes that are out there looking at things and getting us the verification that we need.
Hello?
You there?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't know if it cut out again, but I couldn't hear you for that time.
Yeah, sorry I had to do something.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Gosh, got some serious winds going on in my game. Making the weather in Oklahoma right now.
Hmm.
I'm trying to get dew points really high, but it's not working. It's not working at all. Got moisture very high. Dew points in the mid 50s. See if this gets us any storms. Taking a quick break from tracking storms and doing this, but I will get back to tracking storms. Sometimes the colors hurt my eyes a little bit, so I'm just kind of resting my eyes on that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting back to storms because people want me to track storms instead of playing my fancy game.
Yeah, we got really strong rotation off to the south of Goodland, Kansas.
Oh gosh, yes. Yeah, definitely strong rotation on that. Yeah, that is definitely a tight area of rotation.
And it's not moving the traditional way that you would associate these with normally, because of the odd positioning we're dealing with here. That couplet is moving off to the northwest, actually.
That very odd. Doesn't make sense why it's moving that way. It's crazy. We got a new area of rotation near McAllister. Oh my gosh, got strong thunderstorms in my game. Wow.
Ah, there was an earthquake in California?
I didn't feel it. I did not feel it. It's a weather game. It's a simulation. I'm basically simulating thunderstorms right now in Oklahoma. We're gonna get oh yeah, there's a tornado warning from McAllister. Man, tornado warning after tornado warning in this area. So annoying.
Yeah.
We're up to 11 tornado reports.
Currently, in Kansas, it looks like we've got two areas of interest here. One is to the south of Goodland, uh, north of Sharon Springs. That area continues to show rotation. Also, an area off to the east of there. This is going to be just to the west of Winona. That is a pretty small area of rotation that is showing up clearly with a hook echo signature on radar. So, a couple areas of rotation within these warnings, and if you are in these warnings, please be taking shelter as you would during a tornado warning.
Ethan, big CC drop. Big CC drop north of McAllister. Big CC drop.
Okay.
That could be a strong tornado.
Are you looking to... Is it west of Winona?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I do see that.
That is a tornado on the ground doing damage.
Oh yeah, that's getting more defined. It's expanding. It means we do have a tornado in our Kansas off to the west of the town of Winona.
Yeah, we do.
Northwest corner of Logan County, Kansas. That's where that is located.
If you guys are new to the stream, consider sharing it and liking it.
Absolutely. If you like the stream and you subscribe to the channel, we're helping to spread more information to more people to keep them up to date on the weather situations, which range from severe storms to winter storms to hurricanes.
Ethan, look at DMs, but don't say it out loud. So yeah, if you're in Kansas,
Hyper Weather Lab, thank you very much. We certainly do appreciate that.
DMs. Hey Ethan, I have a question for you. Can shockwave of thunder push water droplets at all? I believe that can happen.
Not really. Um, sound, the way sound moves is that it moves the position of molecules in the kind of a vibration pattern, obviously, and raindrops are of sufficient mass that they shouldn't be actually moved um, by the sound of the thunder, the sound wave of the thunder moving out. It would vibrate their molecular structure, probably, if it's loud enough at the right frequency, but it would not actually move their position. That is still a defined CC drop tornado signature to the west of Winona, Kansas. Still in Logan County.
Gosh, got dew points in the 60s in my game.
Yeah, Grace, yes, certainly ask your question, whatever it may be, and we will do our best to answer it. And as a note to Hyper Weather Lab, be cautious on estimating tornado width on radar, especially because the debris signature doesn't necessarily correlate to the actual tornado width.
I think these storms are not going to pan out very well in Oklahoma.
They have had some problems so far. I wouldn't discount them still, as we see the little jet ramp up in the evening, though. And we do have some photo evidence of some pretty crisp updrafts around the Chickasha area.
Jordan Rodriguez says people in Innate's stream say this is a bust. I am not going to say it's a bust yet.
Right. Could Minnesota get in the enhanced tomorrow? That is an interesting question there. Um, I suppose it. Let me see here. Actually, what they're saying. Minnesota. Minnesota is barely in slight risk at all. So I would not really expect. You could have part of the area get upgraded, and maybe some of that does extend into southwestern Minnesota some more. But at this point, I don't really see a need for an enhanced risk in Minnesota particularly. Hyperweather Lab, you are very welcome. I am certainly glad to do it. Chase McLean, what would happen if dew points were 100% in real life? Dew points would be. You might be mixing up relative humidity and dew points. Relative humidity is how close air is to saturation. Dew point is the temperature at which the air condenses at that pressure. And if you have a relative humidity of 100%, you get clouds, you get fog, typically in the atmosphere. Um, because there are so many little condensation nuclei for water droplets to form on and these clouds to grow. At 100% relative humidity, you get clouds and or fog. Uh, if your dew point is 100 degrees, though, it would be absolutely unbearable. That would be higher than any dew point ever measured on Earth. There was a 92-degree dew point once in Saudi Arabia, though, so that was pretty significant.
Imagining if you had that in steep mid-level lapse rates, Ethan.
Gosh, that would be a really weird atmosphere to look at, but I would love to see what it did convectively.
Yup. What I'm trying to do in my game is I'm trying to increase my dew point.
Yeah, Grace, I'm not discounting that severe weather probabilities increase, especially in southern and southwestern Minnesota, but at this point, I don't really see an enhanced risk being necessary. You will have to check the later updates, so the SPC first day 1 outlook comes out at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. That will be their latest thinking on the severe weather threat, and then they'll issue more as you go later into the day.
It'd be interesting what they do to that 10% in Oklahoma if they drop that 10 sig.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Sorry if I haven't been talking very much, everybody. If you guys want to talk to me, let me know in chat. It really hasn't panned out to as big of a day as I thought. That's kind of why I would rather live stream hurricanes, honestly, because hurricanes you can predict well in advance, and I enjoy tracking them a lot more. Not that I don't like tracking severe weather, but it's just very fluid. You just don't know with what's going to happen. And I like tracking live with winter storms too.
Within the last couple minutes now, we have 3 active reported tornado warnings. So these are all tornadoes on the ground here. One was located 10 miles south of Goodland, Kansas. One was 11 miles south of Rulton, Kansas. And one is 16 miles south of Brewster or 11 miles northwest of Winona. So we might have 3 tornadoes on the ground at this point.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Brownsville, Kansas. We have word in the chat of a possible CC drop there.
No, I don't see a CC drop.
I'm trying to find where that is, because not all the locations are showing up on my radar.
No, I don't see a CC drop. Surprisingly, 5 people want me to stream most on severe weather. That's disappointing because I like to track hurricanes as well. Interesting.
Well, it's multiple things. It's just severe weather ones have been the most successful, most active, and most
Yeah,
interesting that we've done in the past.
that's true.
Okay, we got a new tornado warning. This was actually reported by Login Dog here in the chat. Tornado warning in Texas now. This is in effect for the city of Jacksboro, Texas, this
Oh,
is for
wow.
Central Jack County.
That has a tight couplet on it. That might even be on the ground.
I'm going to adjust my radar.
Yeah, Jacksboro. Yeah, there's a intense storm there.
Yep, that is a supercell. That is the tornado warning is in effect until 7:15 Central Time. That's moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. So, good aspect of it. If you're downstream, you do have time to take shelter. But Jacksboro, you need to be in shelter immediately because if this is producing a tornado, it's almost on the southwest side of town right now.
This also has 2-inch hail marker on it.
Absolutely, that is an organized, discrete supercell right there.
Hey everybody, I am back. How's everyone doing? Again, we have a strong tornado in Jacksboro in Texas right now with 2-inch hail on this storm. Again, if you are in the path of this, please take shelter immediately. There is a tornado on this, along to go with quarter-size hail. Radar has indicated rotation. So if you're in Candiff, if you're in Marietta, if you're in Jonesboro, please take shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. That is a very intense, organized supercell. And this has echo tops. This has echo tops, Ethan, up to 69,000 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is a deep updraft.
69,000 foot echo tops. Oh my gosh.
Also, my radar says we've got 4 active reported tornado warnings right now at the same time.
Dang, that is crazy.
I'm only seeing 3, but it says there's 4.
I want to see if I can capture this. Oh gosh, those cloud tops. Very cold cloud tops, Ethan, on this. Negative 71 degree cloud tops on the mesosector. Very.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Really cold cloud tops. You can see that storm exploding right now. Exploding storm. That storm is actually...
I'm sorry.
That storm is actually in an environment... This is in an environment of 5,000 joules of CAPE. And further south near San Antonio, CAPE is up to 6,000 joules per kilogram.
Right. It is really feeding on that instability with that convergence in the area. And there's a lot of energy to be released.
Yup. So if you're in Jacksboro, please take shelter.
Yeah, that's going into downtown.
Oh, tornado
Jacksboro,
warning. We got a tornado. Oh, yeah, that's the same tornado warning. What the heck? What am I thinking?
Certainly have to be cautious on these because we can't say that there's a strong tornado or anything right here, but we will say that there's a lot of instability to work with, and sometimes you can get significant activity from those.
And chat is so dead. How's everyone doing? Wake up. Wake up, don't be sleeping. Am I too loud? I feel like I'm too loud.
Seems fine to me.
All right, I think we have a tornado on the ground with this one in Jacksboro.
What radar site are you using?
I am using... KFWS. We might actually have two tornadoes. One near Bowie, McDonald, Fruitland.
Oh, I see. That's another supercell.
Yeah, that might be. Bet you that's a tornado on the ground over Jacksboro, unfortunately. If you're in Texas, please take shelter.
Yeah, we want to repeat again, this dangerous storm is in central Jack County in north central Texas.
Echo tops
And
up to 71,000 feet.
Whoa. That updraft is deepening further.
That is, oh my goodness. Very, very intense storm.
Absolutely. And that's typical of these really high instability environments to get something like that. If you think of 71,000 feet, that's like 13 miles high.
We only have pea-size hail on this storm. According to the latest hail marker, pea-size hail. But it does say quarter-size hail, so it's penny to quarter size.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see larger.
Yeah.
Also, as a little bit of an update too, back in Oklahoma, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning recently issued that does include Piedmont, Yukon, Mustang, Edmond, and the western suburbs of Oklahoma City under a severe thunderstorm warning now.
Okay, that's a debris ball. That has to be a debris ball. There's no way that's not a debris ball.
In Jacksboro.
Yeah, that's got to be a debris ball.
Yeah, we're looking about a mile above the ground, so it's a little bit difficult to tell, but I would not be surprised at this point.
Very hard to see that, though. The reflectivity in this storm, though, is not very heavy, though, Ethan. It's not very heavy at all compared to no 80 decibels or 75 decibels or anything.
For which one, Jacksboro?
Yeah, even so the echo tops are very high.
Right, well, it doesn't have to necessarily correlate the echo tops to the reflectivity. If it can be really high, but not have a whole lot of hail in it. And if it doesn't have a lot of hail, then the reflectivities probably won't be as strong, because hail is a good reflector. And if there's no hail, then it's not going to be reflecting as much energy back to the radar site.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised they're not tornado warning the storm in Bowie, Texas.
Yeah, that rotation is moving over downtown Jacksboro, Texas right now. So if it does have a tornado, then that's unfortunately... Oh, we have a new tornado warning.
Yup, I knew it.
Oh, well, I saw a question from Chase McClain earlier. I'm sorry I didn't get this earlier. How come it's not bigger if echo tops are so high? Again, there's no direct correlation between the echo top height and how big the hail will be, because hail is more complex than just having the instability there, and you can have a really warm atmosphere, uh, or a weakly sheared atmosphere where there's not a whole lot of instability present, or there's not a whole lot of hail potential present, but you still get these really tall storms.
Look in DMs, Ethan. Don't say it out loud. If you're in Bowie, Fruitland, Montague, downstream, please take shelter.
We've also still got some good storms going, relatively good storms in Oklahoma. Not necessarily tornadic at this point, but we do have reports of a broad base developing on some of these storms around the, looks like Chickasha area to Ninica, maybe Agawam. So, we're not discounting the Oklahoma threat just yet.
By the way, the storm in Jacksboro has made a huge right turn. It has made a huge right turn.
Oh, wow.
At this point, it looks like it is now headed east-south, east-northeast. East-northeast.
That could very well be the case. That means Cundiff, Chico, Vineyard areas, be on the lookout for this storm. It is a large and potentially dangerous supercell.
Echo tops 65,000 feet, so they have come down.
Yeah.
Actually, echo tops could still be close to 70,000 on that. That is a very strong supercell.
Yes, it is. That is strong and it is discreet. Also keep an eye to the west of Bridge Creek, Oklahoma.
West of Bridge Creek, Oklahoma. Where is that at?
That is to the southwest of Oklahoma City.
Let's see. Let me see that radar. Let me see with what we got. Tornado warn. It's tornado warned.
Which one is?
The Bridge Creek storm.
Oh, okay. It's not updated on my end yet.
So yeah, a Tuttle, if you're in Mustang right now, please take shelter. That is also a strong supercell. Let's take a look at that one. Let's take a look at that supercell. Yeah, echo tops on that are 55,000 feet. Gosh, Ethan.
Yes.
The Bowie storm in Texas has cloud top temperatures of negative 75 Celsius.
Oh, yeah. These are really extending up deep into the atmosphere, and when that happens, it's going into some really cold environments. And
Yeah.
you get that as a result. We're seeing massive releases of instability on that satellite image right there.
That is a very strong thunderstorm. Let's see mesoanalysis on that. Storm to the south. Yeah, this storm is feeding off of 5,200 joules of Cape, Ethan. And the Cape further south is between 5,800 and 6,200 over Austin and San Antonio. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is a lot of instability, and you can get significant severe weather develop when you have instability values that are that high.
Yeah. Oh, wow. On College Edu page, we actually have a plot of 6,500 joules of Cape in Austin, Texas.
Oh, gee whiz.
Almost 7,000. So Tuttle right now, that rotation's actually intensifying, Ethan. Look at this. It's actually strengthening.
It is. I'm watching that pretty closely. It looks, unfortunately, like that could be...
Oh, debris. We might have a debris ball. Oh, wait, nope. We had a brief CC drop. Yup, someone called it.
That might be wrapped in rain, so that would be very hard to see on the ground.
Yeah. Rain wrap tornado is very dangerous. So if you're in Tuttle near Bridge Creek, if you're in Mustang, please take shelter. This is a tornado. Could have been a brief touchdown too. There was a CC drop, I thought, right there. Oh wow, Ethan, that couplet's gotten tighter now. It's getting tighter. We have 30. We have 40 touching 25.
Absolutely, and that could be moving very soon into the eastern areas of Tuttle up toward Mustang, so we've got some population centers as well.
Yeah. We also got strengthening rotation on the Amber Storm to the east of it, right over I-44. We might have a supercell rapidly organizing. So Bridge Creek, please take shelter. I also wanted to show you all this. Look at how deep the convection with this storm is. Very, very deep. This is on the Guru satellite software that I have. Look at these storms, Ethan. They're just blowing up. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing to see that.
These images update every 30 seconds to a minute. Every 30 seconds to a minute, Ethan. And if we look and pause this, you'll see an image come in really soon here. So you'll wait for a new image here. It's going to come out, and there it is, new image. So you're looking at this in real time. Live satellite images.
That is amazing, just to see that energy release, that boiling in the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. We go to current dew points. Yeah, dew points are in the mid-70s across Texas right now. But yet the Cape is getting higher, though, Ethan, still. Despite the dew points staying the same.
Maybe it's from heating, or maybe it's from cooling aloft as well, because we do have that trough approach.
Yeah, that might be what it is. 77-degree dew points right now in Austin, Texas. 77-degree dew points.
There seemed to be some Channel 9 reports in Oklahoma that indicated a tornado on the ground visually in Bridge Creek area, so that could very well be what you were seeing just a little bit ago, David.
Yeah, why I thought that was a debris signature for a second. Yeah. Yeah, that might be a tornado on the ground near Tuttle.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
There we go.
What?
It is a confirmed tornado warning.
I kind of thought that was going to get confirmed. There was a tiny CC drop with that. So, that is our next confirmed tornado warning, and there it is. 9 confirmed tornado warnings so far during the stream. And there it is. Broadcast media has reported a tornado on the ground. That was about 4 minutes ago. So that is current. So if you're in Tuttle right now, Mustang, please take shelter. There is a CC drop with this, so we are seeing some debris in the air. The velocities here are moving toward the radar. Reds are moving away from the radar. So a very, very tight microscopic couplet, an area of rotation within the storm is what we are seeing right now. It's what we're currently seeing at the moment, is we are seeing strong rotation. And
indeed, we are.
yeah, echo tops are still over 50,000 with that storm. But echo tops, Ethan, over Jacksboro and Bowie, Texas, are both measuring echo tops over 70,000 feet now.
Gee whiz. I wonder, the equilibrium levels must be insanely high.
Yeah. Hey, Ethan, you want to fly through that storm?
That would not be my first choice. That might be a bad decision.
Yeah. Cloud top temperatures right around negative 75 Celsius, negative 78 Celsius on that storm. And the convection, Ethan, is so intense there's ripples like water on the outer fringes of that. There's ripples like water.
Oh yeah, that is beautiful to be able to see something like that.
And you could see it here. I mean, look how explosive that storm is. Bowie, Texas, across Jacksboro, Texas. We got the storms going on near Mustang. This is the satellite over the last 10 minutes. 10 minutes of satellite data, and you can see just how explosive these storms are.
David, I need to tell you, there's a new mesoscale discussion, and this involves Oklahoma City.
Oh boy. You want to read it, or should I read it? Maybe I should read it.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's take a look. It probably hasn't come out for my area. No, it's still blank on my end. You probably have it. So maybe you could read it.
Yeah, let me see if it loads all the way here. It does. You want me to read?
Yeah, read it.
Okay. So this is for central Oklahoma. Summary. The supercell tornado threat is increasing and likely peaking in the next 1 to 2 hours for parts of the southern OKC metro. Discussion. After several storm mergers in Grady County, latest KTLX radar imagery shows a couple of consolidating supercell structures with more organized mesocyclones in Canadian and Grady counties. The near-storm environment is becoming increasingly favorable for sustained supercells, with expanding clockwise turning photographs around 150 meters squared per second squared 0 to 1 SRH from the KTLX vertical profile and increasing, and the lower 70s boundary layer dew points. Given slightly larger supercell structures moving into this environment, the supercell tornado risk is increasing and likely peaking in the next hour or so. So what that is saying is, interestingly, we've got a situation where the tornado threat is increasing as these move into the populated OKC metro area. Still there?
Oh, but yeah, Ethan, look at the haze. Look at how hazy the air is over Texas.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got a very moist air mass there, which was discussed in the SPC discussion too, but we were talking about when the stream started. Upper 70s dew points in that? Gee whiz. ESL asks, David, can you EarthCam Oklahoma City?
Yeah, I will. Hold on.
Oh, okay. We have a new tornado warning.
Okay,
You called it, David.
where?
It's Amber, Oklahoma toward Bridge Creek.
Amber, o- Amber, Oklahoma. Yeah, that's the one that I. Oh, wait. Yep. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the one that I was watching earlier, and that actually got organized enough to for them to issue a tornado warning. So that is our next one. So also, we're gonna get a tornado warning quickly here on the age warm area in Oklahoma. That is definitely gonna get a tornado warning here any second.
Yeah, James is on that one, so if he sees anything, he will be reporting.
That is a strong supercell. Man, these storms have rapidly exploded in intensity, Ethan. All of a sudden. All of a sudden.
Yep, that's what we often see at this time of year, that low-level jet amplifying. That brings that climatological peak in tornado activity.
And echo tops on that storm are up to 50,000 feet. So I'm going to watch that. That's going to get tornado warned. That is going to get tornado warned. Watch
Okay,
this.
In the meantime, too, we do want to reiterate a new tornado warning recently for northeastern Grady, northwestern Cleveland, and northwestern McLean counties in central Oklahoma. It's concerning because we've got several big population areas in this, including Moore, Oklahoma. Also Bridge Creek, Newcastle, and the northern suburbs of Norman, so please be taking shelter. That is a tornado warning that is in effect now.
Yes. We're going to get a new tornado warning here right now. We're going to get one. We're gonna get one. You bet. Watch this. Watch this, Ethan. Watch that storm near Agewarm in Oklahoma. That's gonna get tornado warned.
Oh, yeah, I am watching it closely.
You watch. It's gonna get warned here in a split second.
That very well could. That has really amplified the inflow.
Yeah. All of a sudden, that rotation has intensified. Dang, that is a very tall mesocyclone, too. Up to 20,000 feet. All right.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got a new tornado warning now for Agewarm, for Alex, Oklahoma. New tornado warning. We're gonna...
Okay.
Yup, there it is. New tornado warning. I called that one. I called that. So if you are downstream of these storms, these are rapidly organizing. Alex, Bradley, Texas, or Oklahoma, please take shelter. Dibble, please take shelter now. We have 3 tornado warnings in Oklahoma at this time. We have 2 tornado warnings in Texas. 2 tornado warnings in Texas. And both of these echo tops are sustaining themselves at 60,000 feet plus. Yes, Ethan?
Yeah, I was just gonna add on to that. Yeah, those supercells are fairly large and sustained too in Texas, with those 2 individual areas.
Yeah, they are pretty big. Pretty big right now. With echo tops on the Candiff storm up to 60,000 feet. The storm to its north, the echo tops have weakened down to 50,000 feet. But boy, for a little bit, Ethan, there, we had 70 echo tops.
Yeah, absolutely insane to consider just how tall that is.
Yeah. Gosh, this rotation on this storm in Alex, Oklahoma, that is really strengthening quickly.
It is. That is really concerning, and I'm waiting to get some reports. We've got a ton of chasers on that, so we should be getting some information here pretty soon. Okay, actually, we do have some information here. 2 minutes ago, storm chaser Brandon Payne reporting rotating wall cloud to his southwest. So we do have a rotating wall cloud on this at least at this point.
Oh boy. And where are these reports coming from?
That would be on the storm, the latest tornado warning storm near Agawam to the west of Alex.
Because I'm not getting the storm report here.
Right. This is on my storm chaser report place file.
Oh, cool. Neat. Okay, so we are getting reports. Again, if you are in Agewarm, if you're in Alex, if you're in Ninica, please take shelter again. We have 3 tornado warnings going on right now in Oklahoma. If we look at Doppler radar in the past 30 minutes, you can clearly see with what we have, Valley Brook, Oklahoma City, Moore, Norman. Again, we have a broken line of storms with embedded supercells. You know what, Ethan? We have a storm split that just took place not long ago over Tuttle. The northernmost heavy piece of rain over Piedmont.
Mm-hmm.
That storm splitted.
I see what you're talking about there.
That's a pretty good storm split, actually.
Yeah, it's interesting. Started as a solid mass over by Bridge Creek, and then it just lifted off over Yukon and Piedmont with some big hail potential.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch this.
Oh,
Oh,
holy crap. I can't show this image, but there is massive wall cloud structure on that storm uh, near Agawam. Big time.
are you serious?
Yeah, James just reported.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. That rotation has weakened a little bit, though. Strange he's getting that, though.
Yeah, but that mid-level mesocyclone, it is raging out there right now.
Gosh, that mesocyclone, Ethan, goes all the way up to 45,000 feet.
Yeah, I am sure. There's really deep and sustained updrafts right there.
Oh, we need to go to Earth Cam, do we? Yeah, we gotta do Earth Cam. Oops. Someone was saying Earth Cam earlier. Hey, Carly, welcome. Oh, wow, it's really raining hard in Oklahoma City right now. I'm doing pretty good, Carly. Thank you for asking. All right, new meso handoff is going on near Agawam, Ethan.
Yeah, okay. I would really be watching that southernmost storm as well to see what it does downstream, because once this passes Alex, we're getting into even more populated areas. Norman, Slaughterville, Purcell, Noble.
My gosh, that instability is just my wow. Yeah, Ethan, I see that low-level jet increasing downstream of these storms.
Absolutely. That's why we said earlier we're not going to call this a bust yet, because oftentimes, especially in Oklahoma this time of year, things get off to a slow start and then they amplify right around this time in the evening because the low-level shear profile tends to strengthen, and that outmatches any decrease in instability most of the time.
What do you mean by outmatches?
Like, if you have decreasing instability or increasing inhibition, as long as you've got amplifying low-level shear, you can still sustain the mesocyclone.
Oh, okay. There is no inhibition downstream of this, so there is no inhibition at all.
Absolutely. Let me move this around a bit. We did have ESL asking, can you check Kansas? We have a new warning. I can go check that if you want to stay focused on those Oklahoma storms.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go over there. I gotta change my radar site. Okay, here. ESL, you were asking, new tornado warning in Kansas? Yes. We have a tornado warning right now for southwestern Thomas and north central Logan counties until 8 p.m. This is moving north at 20 miles an hour. We do have some indications of slight rotation, looks like to the north of Page City by a couple miles, and this is going to be moving eventually, mostly over rural areas, but locations southwest of Colby and Levant. Uh, be on alert for this because this is a tornado warned storm with signs of rotation.
Doing pretty good in Oklahoma right now. New mesocyclone developing rapidly on that southernmost tornado warning in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, this has potential to produce a tornado as it moves off to the northeast. We are not done with this thing yet.
Gosh, look how organized that is. Look at the hook structure on that. Good grief.
Absolutely. Also, James says positive lightning strikes on that.
Oh boy. What does that mean?
You can begin a strengthening storm in that regard, but also the fact that positive lightning bolts are insanely powerful compared to normal ones.
I would not be out in that storm right now. I would not be under that thing.
Yeah, that is another thing, which is a good point, David. If you are downstream of these storms too, keep in mind that lightning is a very dangerous aspect of all thunderstorms. And if you've got increasing lightning and a lot of thunder happening, be sure to be inside.
Yeah. There are some showers out in front of this, kind of upstream or upwind of that storm right now near Alex, Oklahoma. Could that interfere with that supercell by any chance? There is some rain. Like,
Back toward Rush Springs,
yeah.
there's a chance, but it looks like it's staying well separated, sufficiently separated enough at this point that the Alex storm can continue going, at least for the time being.
Okay. Debris signature. No, I don't see any debris yet. We don't see anything yet.
Yeah, we are watching these closely.
Yeah. Gosh. This storm, that supercell over Tuttle, Ethan, this one that James is on, massive overshooting top.
Yeah, this is the realization of that energy. The potential energy, which means it has potential to, uh, be energetic essentially, is getting transferred into kinetic energy in the thunderstorm, and it is just erupting into the atmosphere. It is amazing to see.
All right. Jzord's Weather Center says there is a debris ball over Bridge Creek right now.
I'm not seeing clear indications of one.
I am not seeing any clear indications of one either. Nope, I have not seen one, but that is an organized supercell. Again, please share this with your family and friends on social media. I am doing the best that I can to provide the most accurate, most honest weather coverage possible. So please share this with your family and friends on social media. The more people tune in, the more lives we can save. We can get the word out to more people. But of course, YouTube is not doing it, and I don't know why YouTube is not giving this to a wider audience. But please share this to help the YouTube algorithm out a lot. So if you are in Alex, Texas, if you're in Newcastle, please take shelter. In fact, if we go and look at this, change radar programs for a second. It is 75 degrees in Oklahoma City with those storms. And yeah, these are really, really strong. So if you're downstream of these, please take shelter. These are strong right now. Oh, and Ethan, look what WSV3 has. If I zoom in close, you could actually see the arrow move, the storm track. It's showing real-time storm motion up to the second.
Ah.
I mean, look at this. You can see where the storm is moving. The arrow is actually moving, which is pretty cool. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I have a tool similar to that, and it is pretty helpful when you've got these cores that you're trying to track.
So since these are all jumbled up together, let's put a storm track on this. These storms are moving at about 25 miles an hour. Let's go to our manual tracking tool. So these are moving off in the easterly direction at about 25 miles. About 25 miles an hour. So if you're in Midwest City, 735, Spencer, 737. If you're in Norman, 745, Chickasha, right, or Chickasha, Choctaw, I meant. Why was I saying Chickasha? But Choctaw by about 752, Lindisay by about 754, Noble right around 758, Hurrah right around 807, Purcell right around 808, Lexington right around 810, McLeod by about 817. Again, that's this area that I have highlighted on these storms based on how fast they're actually moving. We're not seeing a huge amount of hail with this, possibly quarter size at the very most. And Ethan could better explain that one.
Yeah, with these storms that we're seeing right here, we've got conditionally favorable for some really large hail, but at this point it seems that the hail markers are indicating some more modest hail, maybe 1 inch, 1.25 inches. Possibly because lapse rates, although they're steeper than expected, are not quite as steep as what they could be, and things are not lining up as favorably for an extremely large hail event. Also has to do with updraft being sustained. But I wanted to say too, we have a new confirmed tornado warning in Kansas.
Oh my gosh, that's been the biggest area today so far, with numerous tornadoes up there. They just cannot stop coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. That new warning is going to be for Levant and Colby areas. This is going to be northwestern Thomas and south central Rawlins counties. And that is a confirmed tornado reported by storm spotters 5 miles southwest of Colby.
Gosh, look at this cell down here south of Oakley. 70 decibels on that.
Oh yeah, as that heads up in that area, I wouldn't be surprised to see some hail happening.
Surprisingly, too, the echo tops on that are just under 30,000 feet, but yet it has almost 2-inch hail marker on it.
Yeah, well, it's in a situation that's a little more reminiscent of a cold core setup, so you've got lower cloud heights. I would also be really watching the rotation headed into Newcastle. We could get something out of that.
Newcastle.
Oklahoma.
Oh, okay, we're back on Oklahoma. Okay. Yeah, that's tight. Oh, gosh, yeah, that's kind of tight. That's actually strengthening, Ethan.
Yeah, and that's headed into Newcastle directly.
Yup. So if you're in Newcastle, please take shelter. Please take shelter now. We might have a new... Okay, no, that's the original storm. Okay. Oh, we might have a new tornado warning over Rush Springs really soon. Really soon. That rotation's tightening up all over that. Maybe a new tornado warning will be issued here very soon on that storm.
That is quite possible.
Yeah, so if you're downstream of this in the upper 70s, low 80s in temperatures, temperatures have come down a little bit across the Bryan, the Kearns area. But dew points down there still in the mid 70s. And relative humidity near 80% in central Texas, Ethan.
Oh, wow. That just shows you how moist the air mass is.
All right, I am going to give my 7-minute warning. No, wait, 8-minute warning. I have to go at 5:45. Oh, new tornado warning.
I see.
And we're just getting warnings after warnings.
Yeah, that rotation is concerning headed up toward Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle, you got to be taking shelter. Norman, under the new tornado warning, which means the Storm Prediction Center is under a tornado warning.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, there will be extended coverage, but I won't be in there. Someone will have to do it.
I can probably go in there for a little bit afterwards.
Okay. Because I have to go at 5:45.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that couplet. That couplet's really tight now, Ethan. Headed towards Newcastle. Tight couplet.
Yeah, we are concerned about an imminent tornado developing into the Newcastle area, which would then head up toward Moore and possibly northern parts of Norman.
Gosh, that's strong velocities. Hey, Justin, you want to join for the last 6 minutes of my stream? New tornado warning in Texas.
I've got to get a new radar sight up.
KFOR. Probably a news station. Yeah, it's probably on this storm. Newcastle.
Yeah, K4 is a news station. I don't know. I assume it's on that storm.
So if you're in Newcastle, yeah. Please take shelter. By the way, we have 75,000-foot echo tops over the Jack Wise County in Texas, Ethan.
Oh, wow.
Gosh, that couplet. Really strong couplet. And I'm about to end the stream, unfortunately. But I have to. I can't miss church. And
Yeah, that's understandable.
I bet you guys are all mad at me for doing it, but I know severe weather is very important to me, but also I have another priority. What's up, Brendan McGlynn? How are you? Welcome, welcome. I know it's getting bad. I know it's getting bad. I know I'm leaving at the worst time. I know. I don't know why severe weather has to do this. Whoa, Ethan, that couplet. That couplet is really tight.
Yes, indeed, it is. And that is getting even closer to Newcastle.
Wow. What's up, Scott Patton? How are you? Please keep streaming. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. How about this? I'll stretch it for another 5 minutes. If people really want, I'm sure everyone wants me to do that. But I have to eat dinner before I go. Let me check the Kansas warning. Yes. Oh, Justin is saying tornadoes on the ground with that tornado in Oklahoma. The Newcastle one.
I would not be surprised. Let me see here. That is a tight couplet.
Yeah, not much rotation left on the Kobe storms. Those are a lot of rain coming out of those. The storms in Norman, Oklahoma, were coming into that area. That is tight. Tight couplet. Thank you for respecting me, Chase McLean, in that. Thank you. Dakota saying storm chasers now reporting large tornado on the ground near Newcastle.
I haven't gotten word of it yet, but it could be. But yeah, it seems like there is a tornado on the ground based on some reports we're seeing.
And CC. We have a CC drop on that. CC drop. Yep, we got a CC drop.
Justin says weak tornado.
Yeah. I don't really want to end the stream. I don't want to end it, but I have no choice.
Understand.
I know people are in the chat are probably mad at me for ending the stream. Oh, confirmed tornado in Rush Springs. Confirmed tornado warning. I know you guys are probably upset at me, but I am sorry. There's nothing.
I think people are understanding.
No, someone's mad about it, so I don't know what to do. Jordan Rodriguez says a wedge tornado. There's a wedge tornado.
I don't know about that. I've seen reports of a cone funnel, but generally a weak signature on a tornado. Maybe it gets larger, but I'm not seeing indications of a strong tornado at this moment.
Okay, I'll stretch it for another 3 minutes. It's 5:50. I end it. Logan Dog is saying large and deadly tornado in Newcastle. I mean,
That is not what I'm seeing in the warning.
there is no tornado, strong tornado on the ground. Even Jay Zord's Weather Center saying no deadly tornadoes on the ground. There would be a CC drop. Oh, no, it is confirmed. Broadcast media
Yes,
did confirm.
let's try to not spread information that's incorrect here. Because we're trying to give accurate information to many people.
Listen to Justin G, please, because he knows what he's looking at, too. It's not a violent or strong tornado, people. Yeah, another confirmed. Yeah. All right. I am going to head off, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in to today's live stream. I am probably going to have a community post in relation to this severe weather live stream and what I'm planning to do for the future. And everything like that. But if you guys want more live coverage to be done on my YouTube channel, please subscribe, share, and like, and I'll do the best I can. All right? But thank you all for tuning in to today's live stream. I am sorry I have to end it. I need to eat, and then I need to head to church. I need to go to church every Thursday. It's a must. I'm sorry, sorry that